And everything to gain. We check out the fight odds courtesy of Don Bit because Sportsbook.
All right, guys, we are live. Some exciting news for the Fights with Friends family tonight. I know it's been a minute, guys. I know. And I got some explaining to do, but you're going to hear it all soon. Here comes Bobby Lee, pro record 15-9, fighting out of St. Cloud, Minnesota. Shout out to my friend Thad Jameson over there in Minnesota. If you're one of the few watching right now, hello, sir. Let's go inside the chat here. We got anybody in the chat yet? We do not yet. We got 5 people in here, though. Feel free to announce yourself or don't, or you can just watch and lurk. I have no issue with either. This is a live fight reaction, Fights with Friends. We're back! And we are truly back now. I got my schedule fixed at least for the next 3-4 months to where I shouldn't have an excuse to miss any stream. I plan to be streaming more than ever. More than ever. So I hope you guys are ready, because you're going to be getting sick of my ass here soon. But just remember, Mikey loves you, and we're back with the fights. What is better on a Friday night than an action-packed card full of up-and-coming prospects? Here is Nikita Coulson. He is undefeated, 7-0. And his opponent, out of the red corner with a professional record of 15 wins, 9 losses, 10 finishes, 7 of those coming by way of submission, Bobby Lee. Not that Bobby Lee. Not the comedian Bobby Lee, the fighter Bobby Lee. Referee for this one. Who is that? Is that Ed? They didn't say who the referee was. I guess they don't care. I care. I care about you, referee. You do an important job. All right. I know I just scheduled this. Didn't give people much of a notice at all. But I hope people will start funneling in. Here quickly, I am sending out invites to everybody and anybody who, I think might be interested. Like Mr. Phil D. I'm sure Mr. Phil D will be in here. I have faith. Guys like Mr. Torrin Brown, Billy Hughes, Adam Timmerman, Coulson in the blue trunks with the blue gloves, Lee with the red tape gloves, and you can't miss Lee. He's got that fire red head and fires off a big leg kick to the back of the calf of Nikita Coulson. Nikita Coulson, a big favorite in this one, undefeated prospect. I don't know. I'm not sleeping on Bobby Lee here whatsoever. He's a veteran. He's been in this game 24 fights, a bunch of finishes. Oh my goodness, what a combination from Coulson, though. He floors Lee, and now on top in the guard. There's more of an accumulation of shots and maybe a little off balance from Bobby Lee more than, like a hard, straight knockdown punch, but he definitely showed a flash of speed and power there. Let's see if we can get Mr. Panhead Bob in here. Mr. Greg Harmon. Mr. Jeff, the super fan. All right, guys. Let's go to the chat. What's up, Mr. Jason Kagan in the house? PBR Street Gang, hello, sir. Billy Hughes, I see him in the messenger chat on Facebook. So I think he'll be in here in just a minute. Torrin Brown just messaged, says, I'll be there. All right, here we go. And Coulson with the takedown now in the guard of Bobby Lee. Once we get people in here, some big announcements. A lot going on streaming tomorrow. I know I said for one event we were back. We are truly back now. Oh, big elbows from the bottom from Bobby Lee. I'm gonna tell you guys how much Mikey loves you here in just a minute, because I have rearranged my entire life around. Mostly for me, though, because I love watching fights with you guys. I love watching sports. I just love chatting with all you beautiful bastards. And Friday nights, Saturday nights have just not been the same without the greatest sports community on YouTube. I believed that for a long time. I still believe that. What's up, Torrin Brown? Says, what's up, buds? Jace King says, Phil D, Rob, King, Jiao Ming. I'm sure Jason will call in and sing before the evening's over. Maybe not sing, but Coulson on top with a moment left, just under a minute left. Good right hand to the body there in the ground and pound. I didn't even warm up, guys. You're going to have to excuse me if I'm tripping over my words for a little while. It's been a long time since I've done this. When was the last stream? What, 3 weeks ago? A month ago? You should don't watch boxing, but I'm going to tune in tomorrow. Canelo Alvarez. Dude, that is such a great fight. Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford. Who do you got, Torrin? I'm leaning towards Crawford winning the fight and then possibly getting robbed by the judges because it's a Canelo Alvarez fight. I hope that's not the case. But and I like both those fighters. I mean, there is no more entertaining guy outside the heavyweight division in boxing than Canelo Alvarez. And he might just be the most entertaining guy there is right now. I wish this fight right now was just a little more entertaining. But a dominant first round for Nikita Coulson. I got Crawford too, man. At this point, Dana White just became a full-time boxing promoter. He doesn't care for UFC anymore. Seemed like, dude, yeah, it's like he got bored. He was trying to push slap fighting. Now he's trying to push the boxing. And I know there's some people that wish somebody would push him off of a cliff. But I'm not advocating for violence on this channel. Only sanction violence in a ring or a cage. There he is, the man of the hour, the Tower of Power. Always sweet and never sour, Mr. Billy Hughes. Said they announced WrestleMania will be in Saudi Arabia in 2027. That is straight blasphemy in my book. Hulk and Macho are rolling in their graves. Dude, yeah, totally agree, man. R.I.P. the great Hulk Hogan. All right, here we go. Lee in the red tape, Coulson in the blue. Did you see those reporters holding Dan accountable for not paying his fighters? Yeah, that was freaking awesome. He's used to MMA reporters kissing his ass. And then he got into boxing. It's like, oh, these are like real sports reporters that are going to actually hold me accountable for what I say. And you see that they called him out on trying to get rid of the Muhammad Ali Act. If you don't know what the Muhammad Ali Act is, it was written after Don King ripped Muhammad Ali off on a contract. And he ripped him off when he was in the hospital. He was, not really of a sound mind when he signed the contract. And yeah, it's a good thing for fighters. If you guys don't know what the Ali Act is, if anybody wants to, just let me know. We can talk about it in between rounds. I'm pretty familiar with it. I've familiarized myself even more with it since, this talk of getting rid of it. Coulson with the back of Bobby Lee here. Bobby Lee with a nice little shot behind. Oh, there's an illegal knee. A knee to the face from Nikita Coulson. That was a blatant knee to a down opponent. And the referee, he's not messing around here. He's going to immediately take a point from Nikita Coulson, who is a huge favorite coming into this fight. Like Dana really tried to say, Connor's the only UFC fighter to make $100 million. Yeah, he did it in boxing. I loved that. That was incredible from that reporter. Any word from Rob? I'm gonna message him one more time here. I know PBR Street Gang was in the house. What's up? PBR Street Gang might be working, might be at home relaxing with a beer. Whatever he is. Most importantly, he's here. And let's get the drunk in charge in here. Oh, and the double middle fingers from Bobby Lee. Oh, big right hand and a combination upstairs from Coulson. Some good kicks to start the restart, I guess. 3:12, 3:11, 3:10. Let's reset the fight clock at 3 minutes. We'll be right on, even with the illegal shot. See, I'm figuring this stuff out, guys, finally after 7 years. And Coulson with another takedown. Bobby Lee very active in the guard. Landing a couple of good shots here. He just cannot stop the takedowns of Nikita Coulson right now. And Carlin Gracie. I know I seen you answered my my message. I don't know if Carlin's in here, but I would like to get Carlin's opinion on stand-ups in today's MMA. Diego Lopez versus Gene Silva. That should be a great fight. Dude, I am so looking forward to that. I am loving Gene Silva more and more every time I see him. Oh, big elbows from the bottom here from Bobby Lee. I know he's on his back, but he's the one scoring here. These are vicious elbows to the head of Coulson. Oh, Coulson holding his hand over the mouth of Bobby Lee while striking, one of the most savage things you can do on the ground in MMA. Silva needs to be, I believe Lopez going to humble Silva tomorrow. Silva needs to be humbled. Yeah, he might do. I'm surprised. Let me know if you guys are surprised. I'm very surprised. Gene Silva is a 2-1 favorite for that one. I mean, that's just a bit of disrespect to Diego Lopez in my book. I'll be there, PBR. What's up? There he is, the drunk in charge. Robert Kerrigan, the less drunk in charge. I like that he's still drinking, but drinking a little less so he can be with us for longer. And for that, let's all say cheers to Robert, the drunk in charge, being just a little safer. Little less than 25 beers in a day. Cheers, mofos. All right. All the fight nerds to be humbled. He is one of the last ones, too. Am I the only one here that loves Gene Silva? I love the whole gimmick. I love the fight nerds. I love the lensless glasses. Maybe I'm a sucker for a gimmick, but I just love the whole thing. I love the way that they take care of their bodies and they track all their macros and their heart rate and all these things. As long as when you get into the cage, you're a fighter instead of an athlete, and make no goddamn mistake about it. I don't care what you think of Gene Silva. That guy is an absolute savage fighter. He has a savage style. You just look at how he made Bryce Mitchell. I mean, he made Bryce Mitchell look like a middle school child. That's how bad he beat Bryce Mitchell. I mean, Bryce Mitchell was never in that fight from the word go. He hit Bryce Mitchell so freaking hard that Bryce thought he was fishing with Adolf Hitler. I mean, doesn't get much bigger than that. I don't care. Dana as a person doesn't give a rip about these fighters in the UFC. Pays them breadcrumbs. Dude, absolutely. And that Paramount deal, which I am very happy about, $7.7 billion. I'm very happy about it for the pay-per-views. The UFC came out. It wasn't Dana White. It was somebody, some spokesperson for William Morris Endeavor, TKO Group, you know, the groups that own the UFC now, said, well, all that money's not going to us. Trust us, the fighters are going to make more money now too. I'll believe it when I see it. I'm not just going to take their word for it. I hope that's right, though. I hope that they start getting massive paychecks. Good little leg kick there from Coulson, and there's a good inside leg kick from Bobby Lee. Oh, and a big 4-punch combination from Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee is in this fight. I don't care if he came into this a 10-1 underdog, 15-1 underdog, whatever the hell. That's some disrespect, in my opinion, to the 15-9 veteran. Oh, big combination there from Coulson. What's up, Arcade Chaos? It's a method to the success of the half seat with these breadcrumbs, because if you paid them too much too fast, they'd lose their hunger. Oh, absolutely. So they will be getting croutons. I love it, Robert. I love Jake Paul diss on the Dana White. You should listen to it. I'll check it out. UFC bonuses are big because it gives them incentive. Good exchange there. Oh, what an uppercut from Coulson. We knew he had the rest, and he's showing he's got some hands now, too. Good push kick to the body from Bobby Lee. If you're not watching along on this, it's on UFC Fight Pass. I believe it's also on YouTube. So if you can watch it in another browser, good push kick to the body from Lee. But Coulson answers with it with a 4-punch combination of his own. And Lee pretty much gives him the takedown there. Coulson playing a bit of Matador just forces Lee right onto the canvas. Picture in my head the comedian Bobby Lee fighting Fedor. I know, that's the first thing I thought of when I seen this guy's name was Bobby Lee. I'm like, oh yeah, it's like thought of the comedian. Talk about a wild friggin' dude. That is definitely a wild dude. Coulson with the body lock here, but Lee doing a good job with the hand control. He might stop this take. Oh, he turns him over. Coulson just has such awareness, not only of his own body, but the ability to move men around that are his weight. I mean, that's the thing with weight classes. It's like every opponent might be different. Every time he gets in there, he's throwing around a guy that's around the same weight. So you spar with all guys this weight. You fight with guys all the same weight. You get a pretty good idea of what it takes to get them where you want them. Oh, good right hook to the ear of Coulson from Bobby Lee. He's going to sit down with a guillotine attempt here. It's hard to say from the camera angle how serious this attempt is. But what a huge upset that would be if Bobby Lee was to pull this off. Coulson still seems to be trapped in this, but he's got an arm in there too. Wow, look at the rollover. Bobby Lee is not letting go of this. A minute left here, and finally, Coulson is out. Coulson gets on top, and that might be the end for Mr. Bobby Lee. It's like any boss, you're not going to be brought in as a boss or a manager or whatever you have to earn your stripes. Same thing with the UFC. No, I get it, but it's the reason that we're not going to get the guys that would be the best fighters and athletes in the world, in my opinion. Because they're going to go to the NFL, they're going to go to the NBA, even Major League Baseball, absolute super athletes, most of them in the NFL. And then some of them are going to go to boxing because boxing pays better. Good knee to the thigh there from Coulson and a belly to back suplex. We're expecting to see a few of those later on tonight when U.S. wrestling gold medal champion Gable Steveson makes his MMA debut. The Reebok deal was the greatest knockout of all fighters at once ever. Oh, when they stole that sponsorship money, yeah, that was wicked. Didn't do the fighters any better when UFC got rid of sponsors on the shorts. Yep, a lot of them made from that as well. But Dana's excuse is the fighters look like NASCAR drivers. What about the Octagon? Dude, yeah, the Octagon's got advertisements all over it now. And now their shorts due to Crypto.com. You're going to tell me Crypto.com, especially when they started working with them, was a reputable business. I mean, I've owned some crypto. I own some crypto, and I'm fine with it. But don't tell me you have an issue with all these, nefarious sponsors supposedly when you're working with Crypto.com. And the fighters, unless they've changed it recently, the fighters get $0 from that Crypto.com deal. Octagon has nothing but sponsors in them. Yep, what was wrong with fighters having their own shorts as sponsors? We know what the problem is. UFC and Dana wanted the money for themselves. Oh, absolutely, yeah.
55-pounders will take it to the judges' scorecards. And let's get the official decision inside.
All right, official decision coming up. Remember, Nikita Coulson lost a point in the first round for the knee to the head. I think he's still going to win this by 2 rounds. How do you get to a 30-27 when the referee took away a point? Did he not? Did he just put it up and change his mind? Maybe he didn't. Maybe. All right, Nikita Coulson improves to 8-0. Maybe not the most entertaining performance there, though. Yes, it was dominant, but it wasn't the most exciting fight you're going to see. All right, guys, there's a few of you in here now. Now let me announce it. Tomorrow, we got UFC Noche. We're streaming UFC Noche. Afterwards, we're streaming Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford. I love you beautiful bastards so much. This is what I did. So I went to graveyards. I was working the 3:30 to midnight. I was like, hey, first of all, I'm sick of getting home at 1 in the morning because I'd never get off on time. And it's dark and there's nothing to do. And I'm up till 2, 3, 4 in the morning because you can't sleep right after getting off of work, or at least I can't. So they offered me to go to graveyard. Well, they're like, we would like you to go to graveyard. 10 at night to 6:30 in the morning. I was like, perfect. Can I come in at midnight on Sunday mornings and not work Saturday night so I can get the whole UFC pay-per-view and any Saturday night pay-per-views? Sure, no problem. So I'm set. I don't have to work till 10 at night any night of the week. I'm off same days every week, Thursday and Friday. And like I said, I don't have to come in Saturday night. I don't have to come in until technically midnight Sunday. So streaming wise, that makes it a lot easier. You're going to be seeing a lot more of my ugly ass on here. Even Rampage has had problems with the, a lot of fighters have. Oh yeah, everybody just about. I mean, what fighter besides Hinato Money Makano, what fighter does not have any issue with Dana White? And somebody just posted, so the Facebook Messenger thing. There's going to be no more Messenger group for any of you that are in the Facebook group. For whatever freaking reason, Facebook and all their infinite wisdom is getting rid of the group chat. So there won't be a Fights with Friends group chat. So that immediately gave me an idea, because I'm like, okay, they're giving us lemons. The first thing I have to think of is how do we make that into lemonade? So our chat from now on, well, let me know what you guys think. I'd like to get this to 1,000 subscribers. I hope pretty much everybody would join this. But why don't I just take a second YouTube channel and just make it the Fights with Friends chat, and we'll stream it all the frickin' time. I mean, all the damn time. We might stream it sometimes 24 hours a day. And you guys will be able to jump on any time, talk about fights, talk about sport, talk about whatever the hell you want. I'll get on, talk about different things. I don't know what to call it yet. Maybe we'll just call it Fights with Friends chat. But we can really cover a lot of different things on that. Maritza Sanchez, pro record of 6-2 out of Placerville, California, making her way to the cage out of Team Alpha Male. And I don't like Dana shitting on Francis, talking about he's a bad guy when you guys like Connor and Jones. Oh yeah, what a crappy move, right? Just an absolute crappy move. Yeah. I was pretty upset about that one too. Not cool. Man, hopefully this next women's fight's better than that last fight. That really wasn't my favorite fight. Rampage said he left UFC after they took his sponsorship. Yeah, he went to Bellator and made more money. He was already a star. He didn't need the UFC anymore. But now with Bellator being gone, with PFL starting to pay their fighters less, they burn through so much money. I mean, UFC doesn't have much competition anymore. And And Che Bowers making her way down to the LFA octagon now. So this is the 3 spot. It is a female flyweight bout. Gable Steveson making his MMA debut next. Then in the main event, a catchweight bout between undisputed prospect McGee versus 27-8 veteran Norre. Should also be an exciting fight, and definitely they will definitely be watching that fight for future UFC prospects, future Dana White Contender Series prospects. Dana's abusive for sure, Sister Nelson. Yeah, and I was one of Dana's biggest fans at one time. I mean, that moment, bringing us Ultimate Fighter, still, if it wasn't for him, we probably don't have this sport. It's probably not sanctioned. It probably just disappears. So I will always give him credit for that. And I will always be thankful for that. It's just one of those, it's complicated, you know? You know, like when that, you know, that friend you have that's 40 years old, but they still talk and post like a teenager. And they break up with their girlfriend, or they're in the middle of a spat with their spouse, and they change their status to it's complicated. LFA 217, Che Bowers, 4 years older than Sanchez. Maritza Sanchez, 2 inches taller at 5'7". Bowers will have the reach advantage at 72 inches. Both of these women came in under the 126-pound weigh-in limit for flyweight here. It's much better when fighters got to wear their own shorts, give them their own style. Yeah, I agree. And then they make exceptions. You know, like the Bryce Mitchell camo shorts. And it's like, if you're going to make an exception for him, you just need to make an exception for everyone. Out of the blue corner with a professional record of 6 wins and 2 losses, 3 wins by finish, including 2 knockouts, Maritza Sanchez. Not to be confused with Dirty Sanchez. But I do like how the UFC is starting to give the fighters custom shorts. Yeah, me too. I just wish they would get all the money for their fight kits. If they sell a fight kit, they should get it all. And out of the red corner, also with a record of 6 and 2. 5 of those wins coming by way of finish, though. 4 submissions. Che Bowers. Che Bowers looks like Rose Namajunas if Rose Namajunas took about a 35-gallon barrel of TRT. Max Holloway said recently he wants a new pair of custom shorts. They better give it to him. Max has done so much for that organization, for the UFC. I mean, he is one of the absolute, you know, he's been one of their absolute staples for a very long time. All right, Bowers at the red tape, Sanchez with the blue. Good inside kick there from Sanchez. If you're looking to watch along, this is on UFC Fight Pass, and I believe also on YouTube. Good left hook and a straight right from Sanchez. I know the prelims were on YouTube. Can anyone verify for me if the main card is also on YouTube? Oh, what an overhead right from Bowers. I mean, in great matchmaking, I think this should be a very evenly fought match. Good spin kick to the body there from Dirty Sanchez. And they exchange leg kicks. Mr. Jason Kagan.
Did you say there's a China from WWF version of Rose Namajunas out there?
I don't know about China, but yeah, she's looking quite muscular and non-feminine. We'll just put it that way.
Does she look like her vagina is tighter than a Fed case on a Muslim cleric?
Do you think you know this lady?
No. I was just calling to clarify something you erroneously said about 90 seconds ago about how the UFC gave Bryce Mitchell his own fight kit. And the UFC did not give Bryce Mitchell his own fight kit. The UFC designed a fight kit for the Down syndrome kids who think they're UFC fighters. That's what the fuck they did. You know, but Dana's a Boston asshole, so he's not going to tell people, hey, everybody shut up. We're going to give the retard what he wants, so he stops shitting on everything in the break room. They're like, oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, Bryce, you got your own shorts, Bryce. Got your own fucking shorts, you beautiful bastard. Hey, look, Bryce Mitchell is the kind of, Bryce Mitchell is the kind of guy who won World War II for America. So, like, that motherfucker, 85 years old. Well, I had this Japanese feller, and I told him to come with me because I was going to have to take him prisoner, and he didn't want to, so I had to put my bayonet all the way through his face. Yes, I did. And then we made cornbread out of this stuff we found in his pack. Yeah.
I could see that.
Mitchell. Mr. Mitchell, why did you feel the need to kill 178 zombies with a pair of nail clippers? Well, see, them Nazis, they started it, so they had it coming. And all I had was this pair of shearing scissors I used to use on my mama and the sheep back home. And fucking, so I just stabbed all them cherries in the face to death with it. Yeah, that's Bryce fucking Mitchell.
Sounds about right.
Are these two chicks fighting right now? Kay Bowers and Marissa Sanchez?
Yeah. Bowers is beating the shit out of Sanchez now too. She's landing some. This fight, I'm not looking to disparage her or anything, but I already talked about the way she looks, so that's already out the window. This really looks like a man versus a woman right now too. She's just
because you got muscles don't mean you can fight.
No, she is beating the shit out of her, but yeah. Well, yeah. Remember what the fuck was her name?
Wait, what the fuck did Gordon Brown say? China's dead?
What? Did he?
He said China passed, I believe.
Oh, that China. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were thinking of the country China. I don't know why I was.
Are you fucking high, Mikey?
I'm drinking. I might be a little drunk. I'm not high yet.
No, China. Bubble butt and big butt.
Yeah. No, I don't know why I didn't get that to begin with.
Really saying China died 20 years ago.
Yeah, maybe not 20 years ago, but yeah, she's been dead for a minute, I think.
What?
I'm pretty sure. Oh, it is over. Bowers gets the finish in the first round.
Well, I'm never going to finish to China again. You tell me I've been jacking off to a dead girl this whole time?
Well, she wasn't dead when I'm assuming whenever they took the picture or video you're jacking off to.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, that makes a lot of difference if it's pre or post mortem.
Like, I could never jack off to a Marilyn Monroe nude pic because I knew she was dead. Like, that's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to wait for Anna Nicole Smith, which was the cheap knockoff, and of course she's dead now too. But
oh God, the good they do die young, don't they?
I actually thought Anna Nicole Smith was even hotter than Marilyn Monroe.
I know that's Anna Nicole Smith was a national fucking treasure, bro.
Yes, sir.
She was goal orientated. She saw that billionaire's money, and she was willing to suck as much of his gummy worm shaped cock as she had to do.
I don't care what anybody in this chat says. I'm going to tell you right now, you can do whatever you want. You're going to judge that bitch? You're going to judge her? Every single guy in this fucking chat would have sucked that old man off for the kind of money that she got.
Yeah, but we wouldn't have died. we would have done good shit with it. I don't know if I'd have sucked him off.
For $100 million?
I might have let him touch my weenie.
For $100 million, you're a liar.
Yeah, but I'd still be a cocksucker, though, right?
But you'd be a very rich cocksucker.
She died in 2016.
Is that when it was? Okay.
You're not helping. I'm still jacking off to a dead chick. Jesus Christ! Why don't I look at some hieroglyphics to clear?
Like I said, pre-mortem, post-mortem, big difference.
Priapism. Ow.
Hey, looks like what's his name? Gilbert on the mic here. Why can't I think of his first name?
Mendez.
Gilbert Melendez. Yes. He's on the mic. He's the interviewer here.
Is he?
That's cool. I like to see the the old UFC fighters getting jobs as announcers and analysts and commentators.
I think the two people that got screwed by the UFC the most is Gegard Mousasi and fucking Gilbert Melendez.
Oh, absolutely. And then Gegard got screwed over by PFL because they offered him one contract and then said, oh, you want to fight, you're going to have to fight for half of that. After they already signed it.
Well, that's what you fucking get when you're dealing with dirty commies, Mikey.
Oh, yeah, the PFL. I don't think the PFL realizes that they've invented the smartphone yet because their production looks like it was filmed on an old 1985 fucking VHS-C. I mean, it is absolutely horrid. Somebody buy those guys a tripod because that camera, it is shaking all over the damn place.
Well, maybe the guy holding the camera bet on the Incredible Hulk and old Shay Bowers knocked the shit out of her, and he knows they're going to come collecting money, and he ain't got the money, so they're going to take his wiener.
It looks like the guy holding the camera is jacking off to Anna Nicole Smith while he's simultaneously filming the event.
There's some 10-year-old boy dressed like Sailor Moon in front of him, and he's just getting it in.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Where is PFL? What was PFL? Malaysia? Macau?
They're all over the damn place, but I don't know.
Where is it? Or am I thinking of one? Am I thinking of one?
Oh, yeah, one's out of Singapore, yeah. So, yeah, they've done some PFL's done some international events. I forget about one because their events are always on at like freaking 3 o'clock in the morning.
But no, the PFL, where are they headquartered?
Oh, in the United States. I don't know that it's a specific state.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, Brandon says show the fight. You really think in 2025 I'm going to get away with showing an actual fight on YouTube, Brandon? How is this Joe Biden, Brandon? Do you have goddamn dementia? I mean, huh?
Bro. Fuck it. I would.
Yeah, but then my channel would be nuked. So.
Yeah.
And we'd be done.
He's a high voltage lineman about 5 minutes away from your house, actually. No, wait. He's Portland. Fucking, I get a phone call. Nobody calls anybody anymore. I get a phone call from this guy who makes $200,000 a year while I'm at work this morning. He goes, bro, I just want to let you know so you don't initiate the protocols. I'm banned across Facebook and Instagram. I was like, what happened? He's like, I woke up this morning, got a notification, I've got a lifetime ban.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I asked him for what? He goes, Jason, I don't know. I post pictures of motorcycles and deer.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. You said BFL's out of New York. Ain't that
oh, that's right. Okay, account, whoever this asks who won. Bowers won. First round submission. And Nicole Smith died in 2007, Torrin Brown says, 18 years ago. I thought it seemed like it was a long time back.
I remember she made it through September 11th, but I didn't remember for how long.
I guess she did 6 years or so.
Yeah, the last porn scene she did was with some chocolate gentleman in a fucking hot tub.
Oh man, I just remember seeing those videos and pictures of her in a bubble bath, and I thought, God, when I die to go to heaven, I want to be Anna Nicole Smith's bubble bath soap. That's.
Yeah, all the blondes are probably.
Oh, the man is on here, Mr. Jonathan Jones.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Make the transition to
Where is he, at
MMA,
the Coke
but
table?
what makes Gable?
They're interviewing him right now, talking about Gable Steveson.
He's Gable. He's Gable. And as
I
say,
so thought he was going to say he's gay.
Just like the wrestling understands what he is. He's a freak athlete. He's incredibly fast. He's powerful. He's intelligent. He has the work ethic. And he's shown our team, Greg Jackson and I, Brandon Gibson and I, that he's willing to humble himself and surround himself with the best. And I think he has the perfect formula to go all the way to the top and some.
Obviously, he has very strong wrestling foundation. His accolades prove that. But when you started training with him, which discipline were you most surprised by that he picked up so quickly in training?
Excuse me. You know, I think Gable's ability to mix his boxing in with his takedowns already at such a young stage is it's really surprising to me. You can be in front of Gable, you could be having a really nice boxing match, and before you know it, he just disappeared and you're up in the air. So I think his transitions from boxing into takedowns, it seems flawless and effortless right now, and hopefully we get to see that here tonight.
And LFA, as you know, has been a launching pad.
That is
so
the
many
gayest
UFC
looking
fighters.
earring
The newest-
I have seen in my entire life in John Jones' ear right now.
I can't listen
Make
to him
his debut
promo a
with
guy
promotion
using
like
the
LFA.
same voice he used to lie about picograms.
His career. Me personally, I started off in much smaller shows, not on TV at all. And for Gable to have his first pro fight on such a credible organization.
Well, yeah, because you weren't a goddamn Olympic gold medalist.
I believe in God and Jesus. I believe that God put that whore on my face and Jesus put the other one around my dick. I just love God and Jesus. That's John Jones Christianity for you.
I wonder if he prayed to God after he ditched that car last year with a naked woman in the front seat, in the passenger seat, after he crashed it.
No, he did. You know he did.
God bless you. She's running away with a bag of Coke and a...
And he's replaying the line he told Joe Rogan when Joe Rogan asked him what he needed dick pills for, and he said, Joe, I have an enormous penis. He's just like, please, Jesus, I have an enormous penis. Please, Jesus, I have an enormous penis. Please, Jesus, I have an enormous penis.
Oh, he's a wild boy. Oh, shots fired. Jesus, in the comments here, Billy Hughes. Wyatt would have sucked that guy for fun. Damn, what did Wyatt do to you, Billy?
Wyatt recently got a business loan so he could start something up that's similar to Neverland Ranch, but it's gonna be called Mr. Candy's Commie Commune. And Wyatt's gonna be Mr. Candy from Django.
Jesus, I still have not seen that movie. There it says Jones is on cocaine. Oh yeah, he has been for a while.
Wyatt's slaves are all going to be Indies.
Oh, Jesus.
All of them. You're going to let him sleep in the big house, Mr. Candy?
Oh, God.
That's where I'm at.
Phil D. Rose in the house. What's up, man? Well, hell, I didn't know we were live.
And look, Farrah Nelson, he's a fucking genius. John Jones plays the role of Django at Wyatt's. At Mr. Candy's Commie Commune. Yes. Yes.
Terrence says Facebook has so many cowards. They talk shit on burner accounts. They've been trolling me since my uncle recently passed. Phil, if you talk crazy, you need to be held accountable. Oh, they're talking shit about your dead uncle? Dude, that is fucked up. Give me some names. They're going to fucking... Yeah, they're not going to wake up. That's bullshit.
If people were talking shit about my dead uncles, they'd probably be telling the truth. My mom's brothers were special. Special.
Yeah, but Torrin's not a degenerate like you, so...
like me. I'm not a degenerate. I am a domesticated man.
You're one of the most degenerate friends I think I have, Mr. Kagan.
Shit, I'm not degenerate. I'm just well traveled. I'm just well traveled, brother. I know if I'm looking at a $5 crackhead, I know I'm looking at a $5 crackhead. You know what I'm saying? Like, if
I
I'm
gotcha.
looking at a woman who's out of my league, I know I'm looking at a woman who's out of my league. If I know I'm looking at a dog that wants to chew my face off, I know that's what I'm looking at. That's all. That's all. I'm not a degenerate. I don't think women are born massive whores. I don't think dudes are born massive pussies. I think life turns them into that. That's just
most of the time.
Most of the time.
And genetics probably plays a part here. I can think of some people that I feel like were born pussies, but
Oh, definitely. Dana, born fucking pussy. The mom called me up and I got on a fucking plane. Like, Jesus Christ.
oh, and Mr. Kerrigan, he was even Dana has no friends left. Mr. Kerrigan says, "F you, Dana." I think you were his last fan, Robert.
Do you understand you put my name under Braden Peterson's name?
I did. Where would you like it?
Oh, no, I didn't know that. I just didn't.
No, I just didn't have room to put on mic there, but
on mic, yes. The patented.
let's see.
The
I can get that on there.
The proprietary blend of Jason Keegan. By Jack Daniels. It's our new drink. It tastes like hate and childhood trauma. with oaky hints. And a tobacco aftertaste. And for some reason you want to burn down every fucking government building you see when you fucking drink it. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Crazy.
All right. Here comes Gable Steveson. This guy's already a little cocky, though. Out of Jackson Wink MMA.
How's he looking? Is he doing the Goldberg head fucking knot thing?
No, he did the arms out. You know the guys that they put the arms out like presenting me, I am your God kind of move. I hate that move.
Oh, like me when I come out of the bathroom after I take a 30-minute shitter?
Exactly.
Clavin is in the house.
What's up, Clavin? What a thing for you to walk in on. Jason Kagan talking about a 30-minute shit. I promise there have been moments better than that in this broadcast, but there's definitely been moments worse as well.
Chilling on his porch in his new neighborhood he moved into. Oh shit, property values just went down.
Nice. Hey, Robert's drinking less these days.
Is he?
Huh? He's cutting back. He wants to live with us a little longer. So I'm happy about that.
He must have found the right people he needs to piss off at all times.
That's a secret to life. Yeah.
It is. It is. If you have to hate something to keep moving forward, hate something. As long as you keep moving forward.
Like, I think my neighbors must hate me. I was telling my wife yesterday, there was this Mariners commentator, and Jesus Christ, he was boring. It's like watching paint dry. And I go, I hope I'm not that boring on the mic. And she goes, trust me, you're not. She goes, every one of our neighbors for fucking 10 blocks knows what you do. Well, I do stream with the window open because I don't have an air conditioner in here.
We had a neighbor, this whore, that tried fucking getting me to come over to smoke some weed, air quotes, with her. I mean, I wouldn't go over there.
You wouldn't smoke weed.
No, she didn't want to smoke weed with me. She wanted to touch me in my no-no spot. And I wasn't going. And fucking...
You better tell a teacher.
I wasn't going, and she got into it with my wife about something, and about me. And she's like, well, he is loud all the time. And my wife sends me a screenshot of her saying that to her messenger. And she goes, well, what do I tell her? I said, you tell her these exact words. I invite you to come over here and tell Jason to be quiet in his own house. Please. Please, come over. Come over.
All right, out of the blue corner, the victim, 1-0 with 1 knockout, Braden Peterson. If Gable Steveson loses this, though, he's a minus 5,000 favorite in his debut. That's pretty wild.
And what is this? This LFA?
Yeah. But he's a heavyweight, so I mean it'll be pretty cool to have an Olympic gold medalist heavyweight. As long as he can.
It'd be cooler if LFA stood for Latinas with fine asses.
That would be a great league.
That would be an awesome league.
That's Combate Global, but they always have. They don't even televise most of their events here in the United States, unfortunately.
Oh shit! Who's the Brazilian that my buddy Wade died watching? November, December 24, 23.
Robert says chilling. All right, here we go. Here it is. It's starting the debut of Gable Steveson. I believe this is on YouTube also. If people want to bring it up and watch along. Good right hand there from Peterson to start this out. Yeah, that way you could have an eye on the fight while you're in here talking shit.
Mikey, who's the Brazilian chick with the fat ass that does MMA? She got divorced twice or something.
Yeah, Jessica Andrade.
No. More Caucasian.
Did Mackenzie Dern get divorced?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even know she got divorced. Okay. Oh, big elbows in the top here from Stevenson.
Yes, Rob needs to get his ass off the couch and work out so he can go get himself some motherfucking Mackenzie Dern.
All right, what's up, J Diggs? I'm surprised I got the notification. The channel was live. I never usually do. I'm really surprised since I've streamed like 3 times this year. But we're back now. I'm working graveyard for you sons of bitches. That's how much I miss streaming. So I can be here when these events are going on.
We need you, Mikey.
I need you guys. It's been a depressing second half of the year. Oh, Gable Steveson beating Peterson down like he owes him money. Like he just found out that his iPhone was made in China.
Is he whooping him?
Oh, he's beating the shit on him. This is going to be stopped any second. It is over. Gable Steveson with an impressive debut. There's still one more fight, though. There's a main event, and the winner of this one, I know Gable Steveson, he's going to be on Dana White Contender Series or just sign straight to the UFC, obviously.
How did he get the win?
Ground and pound, but actually entertaining, brutal ground and pound. He's a heavyweight. We need a badass heavyweight. He is chiseled. He doesn't have a big fucking Roy Nelson gut, and he can strike.
Awesome. Put him in front of Derek Lewis.
I love it. I love it. I think that's gonna be. I think that's gonna be a few fights in, but.
No. Derek Lewis is gonna take the biggest check possible, and he'll look at it this way: if the guy knocks me out, I'm only taking 1 punch. I'm telling you.
Right.
Derek, who else you gonna put up in front of against this monster if he's this badass? Who else? Derek Lewis doesn't have the best wet record right now.
No, he doesn't. But man, does the heavyweight division need this guy right now? There's no good heavyweights. Who the hell is it? There's Tom Aspinall.
It just needs the heavyweights we currently have to get fucking motivated. Curtis Blades should be the fucking champion, given his fucking skill set.
I agree, but as our friend Wyatt Matheson continues to remind me, his game plan is always that of a retard.
He did say that, didn't he?
He's said that several times. I'm not saying that about you, Mr. Blades, but Wyatt Matheson of Canada, I can message you his address if you'd like. Let's talk mad shit. Yeah.
His name is Mr. Candy.
Oh, God.
Well, Mikey, I'm going to let you go. I didn't want to turn this into the Jason show. I just wanted to bullshit with you for a bit.
All right. I know you got to get to bed soon because you got to wake up at like 2 in the fucking morning or something crazy.
No. I have a Monday through Friday 5-day. I am the only person in the entire corporation underneath and outside of corporate management that has a Monday through Friday 5-day.
Right.
300 and some odd employees.
That's the way to do it. If they want you, you tell them, hey, it's on my terms.
No, I made them think like it was their idea.
That's the best way to do it.
I did. Mikey, Rob, Torrin, fucking Phil, Jay Dig, goddammit, motherfucking all you bad motherfuckers, and Mikey especially. I hope you guys have a great night. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Get this clock back to my throat. Here's the great one.
Jason Kagan, everyone.
Thank you.
Man, we'd love to walk through these
All
highlights
right.
with you. Such a beautiful performance. You're striking to the takedown, to the ground and pound. Please talk us through it.
What an
just
impressive
believe in myself,
debut
I got
here
a lot
for
of good guys
Gable
next to me.
Steveson.
Just focus on what I can do and what I can't do, and just keep quiet. Pressure.
And let's get a poll going for tomorrow's fight. I know everybody's
Such
going
a
to be
great
here.
single leg
I know
smash.
everybody
Stayed
wants to
on
be
top,
here
kept the
tomorrow
pressure. Nice.
for
I'm
Terrence
happy
Crawford
he
and
just
Canelo
postured up
Alvarez.
and loaded.
Yeah, just going over this just last week with John Jones, Greg Jackson, and Brandon Gibson, just staying consistent on top and giving them hell.
My goodness, I think you just put the heavyweights on high alert. They may not want to admit it, but they definitely did. Any last comments for the community out here?
Man, I got a great last comment. As I was walking around the lunchroom and I gave Chael's son some money for his needs, I had to pull out of a Craig Jones match. I hurt my big toe, but Craig Jones went out and tried to make a fool of me. Chael's son, and you got to get the lunch money, and maybe there's some little extracurriculars in there that you can get buggy choked and not have to let anyone know. So, take it how you want.
Shots fired.
Your heavyweight for Minnesota, Gable Steveson.
Shots fired from Gable Steveson here. Damn. Damn, son, the spot's getting hot. Jason Wink in the cage with Stevenson. John Jones in the cage with him. What a performance. Main event still to come. Jason, cheers, buddy. Yes. Cheers and beers. An 9-0 undefeated prospect coming up here on LFA. The winner of this match, especially if McGee wins, pretty much guaranteed a spot on Dana White Contender Series probably this year. Probably this year before the season's over. I know the drunken charge, Mr. Kerrigan, has been watching Dana White Contender Series. Hey, and now we can start streaming that. We can start streaming everything. My schedule permits pretty much everything outside of a random Ryzen event at 2 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday. Other than that, you want it, you got it, dripping like water. All right, guys, if you haven't yet, please hit that like button, hit that share button, tell your friends tomorrow, Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford getting it on, one of the biggest boxing matches, the biggest boxing match since Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk. It might even be bigger than that because it's on Netflix. I know pretty much probably everybody in here has Netflix. If you don't have Netflix, I know you're a dirty pirate, so I know you're going to be watching it regardless. Nothing against dirty pirates, by the way. When is the Gable Steveson fight? Dude, you just missed it. You just missed it, bro. All right, I don't want to ruin it for you in case you go out there and rewatch it, but it's worth a watch. That's about all I want to say. I don't want to ruin it for you, but main event's up next tomorrow. Like I said, Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford. We're gonna be doing that damn thing. We're gonna be doing UFC Noche. Gene Silva, the barking fighting nerd, has the biggest test of his career against Diego Lopez. I mean, this card is stacked from front to back, like Janet Jackson on a jelly roll diet. You think of the channel names I texted you, Mike, for the new channel. Let me check them out. I'll read them here. Damian Davison, I'm about to meet John Jones. Are you seriously? That's awesome. Christopher Gayhart. Thank you for the donation. I think you just wanted me to have to type in Gayhart, but dude, I love it. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate it. First donation of the night, Christopher Gayhart. Some would say his heart's in the right place. Some would say you build 1,000 bridges, you're a bridge builder. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm getting at. God, I can't even think of the name of it now, though. It's the boxing movie with Woody Harrelson and Antonio Banderas. All right, 16 up in the chat. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, guys. We're just getting started tonight. We're going to break down the UFC card, UFC Noche. Tomorrow's card, we're going to break down Terrence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, and I'll share with you my bets for tomorrow. And so you must be there at the LFA event, Damien. I was just thinking that. I was like, man, why didn't I get tickets for this? Because, for one thing, I know LFA tickets are cheap. I've looked them up before. I've never been to one. I've never been to Minnesota either, though. And you probably get to meet John Jones. It's going to be a small crowd. It's a small arena. You're going to meet Gable Steveson. You're going to get to meet, John Wink over there. Winkleman. And, that's what some of these smaller events are cool for. What's up, Chris? Just play it to the bone. I'll text them to your messenger. All right, let's hear some of these names. Billy has friendly fire. Agree to disagree. Verbal sparring on mic. Check with Mike. New ideas for new channel. Some pretty good things. We'll take some other suggestions maybe, but if you're just tuning in, a few things. For one thing, I'm back streaming. I'm really back this time, motherfuckers. For at least the next 4 months, I'm working graveyard for you guys so I can stream these events 10 to 6:30, except for Sunday. I told them I will not be there until midnight. So if the UFC stream runs over, you don't have to worry. Filthy awesome. Yeah, I'm happy about it, man. And I forget what the other thing was. Jesus, I must have to drink more beer. My beer's empty. What's going on here? One sip left. I got more beer downstairs. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. If you don't hate me and would like me to get a few dollars for my effort or a few pennies, stick around for this commercial break, and I promise I'll be right back. All right, and we back. And Phil D, 47 consecutive months as a premium member, and now he's dropping cash. Thank you for the super chat, Mr. Phil D. Chris says, I up it to $3. Your name's so long, Mr. Gayhart, I gotta shorten the donation box to fit it in with your donation. Oh, and Phil, a $3 donation through Cash App. Excuse me, Christopher. Thank you, Christopher. Christopher Gayhard up to $4 in this one. Hey, that gets us up to $5 on the night. We're moving right along just nicely going into UFC Noche tomorrow. Here comes Pedro Nobre, 22-8 out of Columbus, Georgia. He is the food tonight. He is supposed to be the food, though, for an undefeated fighter. We'll see if he cooperates. I'm not sure he knows he's the food. And he is a Brazilian. Little known fact, all Brazilians know how to fight. Well, we're learning how to read and how to write. They're learning how to kick and how to bite. I put the $3. All good, brother. How gets Gable looking? What's up, Cade? Gable looked awesome, man. He was the co-main event, first round finish. Took this guy right down and just ground and pounded the hell out of him. I cannot wait to see him in the UFC. We need a good heavyweight. So Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather. We are in the Matrix for sure. Fun fact, Floyd Mayweather can't read. Neither could Sonny Liston. Sonny Liston was... I imagine Floyd Mayweather can read a little bit. Like, I don't think he's, like, completely illiterate. I don't know. You tell me. But Sonny Liston actually was illiterate. So he couldn't read his contract, so he was always getting ripped off. And then he ended up taking some money from the mob. So I will tell you, I have this on good account, good knowledge from the son of Sonny Liston. I was talking to Sonny Liston's son. He didn't want to come on camera. Now that I think about this, maybe this is not the story I should tell. Scratch that. What's up, Thomas Jefferson Edwards in the house? Good to see you, my friend. Felt I'll be up for a while. I was sober all day. I've been driving a lot, but it's beer 30 now. It is beer 30. Cheers and beers. Hell yeah, excited about a good prospect in heavyweight. Me too, man. It's been a while since we've had a good heavyweight prospect. I want to see 50 Cent versus Floyd. Maybe in a street fight. 50 Cent's a big dude. He's a lot bigger than Floyd. That's one thing I guess he's got going for him. But, I mean, what the hell? Is there going to be a weight mismatch for the Floyd versus Mike Tyson? First of all, I'm a huge Mike Tyson fan. Second of all, I don't ever want to see him inside of a ring again after the debacle of the Paul fight. All right, Pedro Nobre, 12 years older at 39. Mitch McGee, 2 inches taller at 5'7". Both men weighed in just under 140 pounds. 140-pound catchweight bout. Pedro Nobre has a half-inch reach advantage at 66.5 inches. 3 5-minute rounds. This is your main event of the evening. And then don't go anywhere when this is over, because we're going to break down tomorrow's boxing card, which is only on Netflix. Terrence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, Mexican Independent Weekend, which means we also get UFC Noche. Can you guys believe that it's been an entire year since the last one, which was broadcast from the Sphere? Yo, good to see you too. Hey, I'm glad to be back, man. And like I was saying earlier, we are really back now because I switched the shift to where I don't have an excuse to miss these events anymore. One thing, summer's over, so me and the wife's ventures are kind of done for a while. She's got to work. Out of the blue corner, 22-8 with 18 wins by way of finish. 12 of them coming by knockout. Pedro Nobre. Man, that guy's got an ugly looking mug. He's got a very punchable face, I've got to say. I'll be streaming the fights tomorrow. I just found this channel. I like it a lot. Feels a lot more personal than the average fight companion. Well, thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Yes, I will be streaming boxing and MMA tomorrow. Out of the red corner, undefeated with a professional record of 9 wins, 0 losses, 5 knockouts, Mitch McGee. And from the great state of Minnesota via Seattle, Washington, at 140 pounds, 3 5-minute rounds, fights with friends, family. Let's fucking go! Yeah, this is a pretty intimate chat, Chris. We don't generally get a lot of huge crowds. And a lot of us have known each other for years. So welcome to the community, brother. Good push kick to the body from Norre to start things out. Good little left hook there from McGee. McGee, the prospect, expected to win here. A lot of pressure on him. Good inside leg kick there from Norre. Volk versus Perone Murray, Pantoja versus Van, both interesting fights. Dude, yeah, that's a great card tomorrow. Thank you, good sir. I'll be back tomorrow for sure. Looking forward to it, brother. And Norre talking smack. Look at this. Good outside leg kick for Norre. I don't know what the odds were on Norre, but I think there was supposed some money to be made. Oh, beautiful left hook there from McGee. There's another counter left hook. There's no substitute for youth. And McGee, 12 years younger at 27 years old. The speed difference is immediately apparent. Good little right uppercut there from McGee. Right hook gets around the guard of McGee from Norre. And Norre lands another push kick to the body and a jab. 3:30 left in the first. Oh, there's that left hook again. McGee, he's just great timing on that counter left hook. A right hook in there from Norre, but there's that right uppercut left hook combo again from McGee. Just lightning fast hands. Good little leg kick from Norre. I'm going to make a prediction right now, though. Oh, there is a shot from Pedro Norre. Gets McGee down for just a moment. McGee says, anything you can do, I can do better. Immediately gets back up and slams Norre to the canvas. Looking for the head and arm choke here. Nothing going on yet. Norre's in a good position here. Well, not really a good position, but he's not in danger of being submitted. It is, Chris. It is. Dean Hamper in the house. What's up, Dean? Yeah, Japan. That just got announced. Oh, those two fights are not tomorrow. I think that was UFC 233. Yes. Yeah, where's Caruso at? Where's Caruso Chimu? Yeah, he might be sleeping. I think he's 8 hours ahead of us. So, yeah, it's 4:30 in the morning over there. And McGee on top, absolutely dominating Norre. I usually like to root for the old man, but I think he's outgunned today. McGee looking like a great prospect. Oh, great hooks here from half mount. And he's got Norre's head pushed into the fence. Landed nice little short elbows and left hooks. Also said Kayla versus Nunez is close to agreement, but they want to be on UFC at the White House. Scott, really? I'm West Coast. I'm in Seattle, Christopher. I know a lot of these guys are from the East Coast, some Midwest guys. Kind of all over the country, all over the world. We got guys from Japan. We got a couple of our friends from England that come in on the bigger streams. Quite a few Canadians. Mile High, Colorado. Yes, Billy in the Midwest. Phil East Coast, New York, upstate. Drunken Charge says East Coast, New Hampshire. 12:39 in Tokyo right now. Oh, they're only 4 hours ahead of us? So only 1 hour ahead of the East Coast? Oh, I'm thinking England that's 8 hours ahead. Holding it down in the 518. This felt nice. I'm east as well, Florida. Nice. I love it. I love Florida. I've only been to Orlando. I enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing the rest of the state, though, when I can make it down there. I imagine you know where I went in Orlando. But we also checked out Universal Studios, and I liked Universal Studios better than Mickey's Clubhouse. I live in the fucking Shire in Illinois, Jason. 18 hours ahead, Mike. Oh, 12:39. Yeah, 12:39 noon. I misread. Wow. That's, okay, that makes a little more sense, I guess, because it is like all the way around the world, but also, like if you go the other way, they can bomb us very easily. Shout out to the brave troops from Pearl Harbor. Hey everybody, Mike's birthday's, I don't know about that. Thank you, Dean. I appreciate it. England is 6 hours ahead of Chicago. Yes, sir. Universal is far superior to Disney. Yeah, I feel like for adults it definitely was. At the time, I'll admit it now. I didn't want to admit it at the time. I was 320 pounds. I took basically, about a year and a half off of work. I was working like 15 hours a week. I had a pretty cake gig, but it wasn't a lot of hours, but it was $50 an hour, so I didn't have to work a whole lot of hours. Good push kick to the body there from Norre and a good right hook upstairs. But yeah, no, I had to go to this full-time thing, different job, but basically just to get rid of that gut. So I've down 40 pounds in about the last 6 months. Over the polls, how they would come, right? Thank you, Christopher. I appreciate it. Thank you, Phil. We already chipped in for a midget stripper for Monday. I'm in the Adirondacks, Sina Mountain, Burt Hill. Nice. Happy birthday. I'll be at physical therapy. Well, good luck in physical therapy. Congratulations, says Dean. Yeah, no, I hope that's going well for you, man. Congrats on the weight loss, brother. You look great. Thank you, sir. I'm still weighing in significantly over the heavyweight limit, but I think I'm on the right path. I mean, I'm drinking a light beer, for God's sake. And I cut back the beer to my days off. 5 days a week, no more beer anymore. How did Gable look in the fight other than the finish? Absolutely dominant. Absolutely dominant. Took a guy down, brutal ground and pound, and quick stoppage. Oh, nice 1-2 there from McGee. McGee's got fast hands. I love his counter left hook. This guy, I think he's definitely a prospect we're going to be seeing probably on Dana White Contender Series any moment. I would not. How many weeks are left of Contender Series, Robert? I haven't been able to watch it much this year. I think they're in, week 3 or 4? Good right hook there from McGee. There's a good low leg kick from Norre, the veteran. It's a great test in his 10th fight here from McGee. I feel like this is the right fight at the right time, and they are bringing him around at the right speed. I saw Ogoshi on the inside there from McGee. Showed a little judo skills. What was the guy ranked in the NFL? Or LFA, sorry. I honestly don't know. I don't know any of the LFA's ranking. I got to be honest, I don't watch a lot of LFA. I'll probably be watching a lot more now. I'll have the time for it, but boys, I got to go sleepy seeps. Been up since 3 a.m. Mike, I wish you a happy birthday on or shortly after your birthday. All right. Thanks, Jason. Have a good night, brother. Thanks for keeping us company on the mic. Making my job easier. And good shots to the body and the head here from McGee, doing a good job of mixing it up. And I mean, something mixing it up does, you know, going to the head, going to the body, going to different spots is not only does it keep guys guessing from where they're going to get hit from, it opens up submissions. And there's a scramble from Norre. He goes to the north-south. He's up. Oh, beautiful knees to the head here from McGee. 3 in a row. I'm surprised Norre didn't put his knee down for a moment. Oh, and a brutal left elbow from standing there from McGee. McGee just having an absolutely brilliant performance right now. Lands a great right hand and a left hook. Oh, Norre stumbled and he's throwing shots. Look at this. There's a 1-2 from McGee. Norre fumbling, stumbling, down on the ground. The hammer fist to the ear. It is all over. Mitch McGee putting an exclamation point on an absolutely fabulous performance. Dana White, sign that guy now. Don't even make him go to Dana White Contender Series. Put him on the next UFC pay-per-view prelims. This guy is something special. I'm calling it right now. Mitch McGee, not only is this guy going to be in the UFC, he's going to be a top 10 prospect. I don't know where he's going to go from there. We obviously have to see a little more. But absolutely sensational tonight over a veteran with 35 fights. That kid is good. But since 4:30 this morning, I'm on my 4th wind. Oh, I love it. What a fight, Christopher. Yes, it was, man. Yes, it was. And stick around because we're going to do some breakdowns. Put up a poll to begin with for Alvarez and Crawford. And then we're going to break down tomorrow's UFC. Trying to remember how to spell Terrence. I think that's right. I mean, one of the biggest fights we've had in boxing in the last decade probably, on Netflix, on Mexican Independence weekend. And we get UFC Noche directly after it. What a time for the Fights with Friends community to come back. Be grilling some 1 a.m. burgers in an hour or so. Fuck it. Dude, I love you, Phil. I love you, brother. That is awesome. Phil's out here making burgers at 1 in the morning. Got to get the grilling in before the snow hits. Dude, you're going from 100 freaking degrees to probably 0 degrees with 4 feet of snow. You guys got some extreme weather. I got to go with Crawford. He's a decent-sized underdog, too. I like Crawford in that fight, too. I'm just worried he might get robbed by the judges because fighters that's kind of known to happen against Canelo. We should do the 80s action movie watch-along I talked about. That's a good idea. Snow never stopped me either, though. All right, Mitch McGee moving to a perfect 10-0. If you didn't know, now you know. Mitch McGee is a bad motherfucker, you see.
My goodness, Mitch McGee.
Lower 40s tonight. I might be getting the wood stove going, too.
How are you feeling, my brother?
Damn, that shit's fun, huh?
It's still in the 70s here. I mean, it's getting down to 60s at night. Well, even 50s.
There was other guys, but not as good records.
But we're going to be 80 on Tuesday.
Over 30 professional fights, a dangerous fighter. You wanted to face some adversity. You looked it in the face, and you delivered, man. Tell us about that.
Man, I mean,
Joseph, yeah, still in the 80s here.
you know, I trained with the.
You guys are always at least in the 80s, though, Christopher. Where are you at in Florida, brother?
So it's time for me to just nut up and go in there and get it done and against a tough opponent like that. So I'm excited to keep going and thank you, Minnesota. This was awesome.
Man, you
Billy says smoking on some ice cream blues tonight. Bud Strain roll call. Yes. What's everybody eating, drinking, smoking tonight? North of Tampa, Homosassa Springs. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Of course, I know where Tampa is, though. Small town? I'm assuming during the day it's in the 70s still, but nighttime it gets real cold. Plus says 70 degrees here. Smoking on some homegrown and drink some Doors Light. I'm assuming Coors Light, right? My blood's too thick for Florida, too hot. Is that what it is? Is it a thick blood thing? Because, dude, I am such a wuss with the heat. I'm like extremely heat intolerant. I love the cold. That's why I like at work. People are like, oh no, somebody has to downstack the freezer. I'm like, oh damn. Do I really have to spend an hour in the freezer? Oh no, this is so horrible. No, I love it. We don't get cold till 1st of November. Can get some snow in October time to time. Winter is here. Thanksgiving to St. Patrick's Day. Nice. I'm looking forward to the snow this year. We had too many 90-degree days here in Seattle for me. I know 90 doesn't feel like much, but when you have the kind of humidity here, I would rather have 105 dry heat than in the 90s this humid heat. Florida, Christopher, you get it both. You get the heat and the humidity. Man of culture, I see you, Phil. About to light up a joint, gentlemen. All right, cheers, Christopher. All right, let's talk some tomorrow fights. What's this poll at? 100% Crawford. Only 3 votes in so far, but that's surprising. Yeah, you guys know your shit, though. So that record there, we didn't do any of the fights here for LFA. We should have. We could have padded our record. No. These were some pretty easy ones to call, though, I think, honestly. 120 and 82, that is in main card fights. That's not just a bunch of cherry pick and mismatch prelims. That's a legit 120 picks correct against 82 incorrect, and then that one was a draw on the poll.
3 finishes via submission and
or not a draw on a poll. Excuse me. We voted on a fight that wasn't drawn.
One of them could have been fight of the.
July and August are the hottest here in New York. Had a few 100-degree days. Effing terrible. I hear you, man. Let's bring up UFC Noche, and I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle in some of the Crawford Canelo facts while we do that. Obviously, Canelo, naturally a lot bigger fighter. I mean, this is his weight class. Terrence Crawford moving up even further than he has in the past. But, I mean, he looks good. He looks tremendous, really. I hope he's not too muscular. If you guys haven't looked up pictures or footage or watched the weigh-in today of Terrence Crawford, check it out. I mean, he's looking like prime Roy Jones. I think I'm going to say Gian Silva gets the win, though. I don't know. Lopez might get him. Dude, I am extremely excited about that fight. All right, let's bring up this stacked UFC Noche card for tomorrow. And you guys, does it really seem like a year since the last UFC Noche? I mean, the UFC Noche, it's so implanted in my brain because they had that event in the Sphere, and it was right after me and PBR came back from Vegas. Of course, we were in Vegas for the UFC 300 event, first fights with friends, live event, like where everybody was invited to come party with me, come party with the crew. Jared showed up. We had a great time. We got to meet Junior Dos Santos. We got to meet Stefan Struve. We got to meet Chuck Liddell. We had went to a party with Misha Tate. Got to chat with her for quite a while. We're going to have another one of these events. Trust me, you guys want to be there. I mean, we really put it on. We got to meet Kenny Florian because he's a host for the the Smash 'em Up robot battles, Battle Bots. Time keeps on slipping. Yes, sir. We sometimes have snow on Halloween. We are used to it. No, it does not feel like a year, right? All right, start of this card. I don't really know who these guys are, I'll be honest. The first couple. I haven't been able to catch all the fights in a while, guys, because of work. This one I like, though. Cedric Dumas, Zachary Reese. I hope Zachary Reese beats the shit out of Dumas. If you guys don't know who Dumas is, I don't know why he's still in the UFC. This guy's just a goddamn criminal. I mean, he's been arrested for domestic violence and so many different things. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know why they have him in the UFC. Jesus Aguilar, Luis Garula, that should be another good one. Tatiana Suarez coming back against Amanda Lemos. That's a number 4 against a number 2 in strawweight. I mean, that could easily be for a title shot. Joaquim Silva versus Claudio Puelles. I love watching Puelles. That's a lightweight bout. Dasko Todorovic returns against Jose Daniel Medina. Look at the main event on the prelims, too. Look at this. Alexander Hernandez and Diego Fajeda. That's prelims. Prelims on a free fight night. What a beautiful fight. What a beautiful card so far. Let's go into the main card. We got Vietnam star Quang Lee taking on Santiago Luna. If you guys aren't super familiar with these guys, Quang Lee on the road to the UFC, that China show, they were doing it like 3 in the morning. Santiago Luna worked his way up through the circuits in Mexico, developed a pretty large fan base over there before he came into before coming into the UFC now. Dustin Stolfus, Kelvin Gastelum, we got to talk about this for a minute. Kelvin, you got to put down the donut, dude. I know I'm a big guy, but he missed weight. He misses weight again, this time by 6 pounds. Not only is he going to give 35% of his check, 35%, that's almost half. It's more than the freaking government takes. He's got to give for Dustin Stolfus for agreeing to fight his donut munching ass. And on top of that, if they get any types of bonuses, fight of the night, whatever, Kelvin's bonuses go to Dustin. So if it's fight of the night, Dustin gets $100,000. Kelvin gets to write Dustin a check for 35% of his pay. Jared Flash Gordon. A lot of guys know him most for that fight against Paddy Pimblett that a lot of people thought that he won. And Paddy could be next for the title. I know a lot of people aren't happy about that after that performance over Michael Chandler, though. I'm warming up to it just a little more. Look at this, Rodrigo Nascimento. When did he get dropped from the UFC? I don't know, but he's fighting for the LFA Lightweight Championship on September 27th coming up. If we get snow on Halloween, it's usually a blizzard, just like the early spring storm. The heat hits a cold front, and it's nasty. Oh, well, I hope it's not too bad this year, brother. Kind of the same here, Billy. Last year was actually pretty nice, but my kids are officially all too old to trick or treat, so thank fuck for that. I enjoyed it for a few years. How old are your kids? Because I'm pretty sure they can trick or treat till like 30. That's kind of the acceptable age around here. Maybe not 30, but I kid you not, these are like full-ass grown adults over here trick or treating, and you know what? I don't care. Candy's not that expensive. Be a kid for a little longer. Enjoy your life. Rob Font coming back. Rob Font, always a fun to watch. Taking on another great, good Mexican fighter here, David Martinez. Of course, you got to have the Mexican fighters on. This is UFC Noche. So, why not in the main event have two Brazilians? Because you know Dana White can't tell the difference between a Mexican and a Brazilian, apparently. No, great main event here, though. Diego Lopez, Gene Silva. Either they have the odds posted incorrectly, though, or I looked at them wrong. Let me go back to DraftKings here. I must have looked at them wrong, because I don't think they posted them wrong. No, they did post them wrong. So on DraftKings, we got Gene Silva at a minus 245 favorite. Diego Lopez at a plus 200 underdog. If they lied about that, what else are they lying about? What else are they lying about, Phil? First they take the shorts, now they lie about the odds. I don't know. But Diego Lopez, Gene Silva, big test for the king of the fight nerds. He would be, I think, the last fight nerd to lose in the UFC. He's the last one that's undefeated in the UFC. Guy's an absolute savage. I know some people are waiting for him to get his comeuppance. I get it. But also the guy he's amazing to watch. Diego Lopez, I feel like he's going to take that disrespect and it's just going to fuel him from being the underdog in this, because Gene Silva, the big test, in my opinion at least, is for Gene Silva, not Diego Lopez. Diego's kind of made his mark in the UFC. I know, he hasn't won a title yet or anything, but he's kind of a household name among MMA fans, has been for a minute. Gene Silva really storming onto the scene recently. And I love him. I am a fan of Gene Silva. Gene was definitely the favorite. Yeah, my youngest is 15, oldest is 23. 15 can definitely go trick or treat. 23 might be pushing it, depending on how old he is. We might visit Colorado someday. Go to the Owl Ranch. Visit Hunter Thompson's place. Oh, did they keep Hunter Thompson? Did somebody buy it and keep it up? That's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind visiting that too. Phil says, I'm fine with Patty getting a shot at the top. I am too. And there's legitimate beef between him and Elliot Topuria. There has been for quite some time. That's not manufactured. These guys hated each other well before Topuria won the championship. The one little problem I have with it is Patty was the one ducking Ilya at the time. Billy says, I'm worried Topuria will KO Gaethje like Max did, although Gaethje has the power to stop anyone. Yeah, so am I. Topuria is definitely going to be a big favorite in that one. Gene was definitely the favorite. Yep, there is Estes Park, 20 minutes from me, Phil. That's where The Shining was filmed at the hotel. Oh, dude, seriously? Can I live stream from there, Billy? Am I going to be an asshole if I try to live stream from there? Because that sounds absolutely incredible. Oh, there he is. There he is. The event's over and the Canadian shows up. Just like a Canadian to show up when the party's over. How deep are we in, folks? Yeah, Gable fought, man. Go back and watch it, though. It was a dominant performance. Took the dude down. Brutal ground and pound. Finished him in the first round. No, thanks for coming, Wyatt. Appreciate you here. 41 now, getting old. Dude, I'm going to be 47 on Monday, Phil. So his widow has it, Anita Thompson. Oh, that's cool. But, like, you don't want to be, like, disrespectful. Does she, like, they should rent it out as, like, an Airbnb. I mean, I don't know how she's doing for money. Maybe she's completely sad. Talked to her before. I'm friends with her on Facebook. Hot Swedish lady. His widow is a hot Swedish. Oh, she must have been a lot younger than him then. No, Gable didn't lose. Another Canadian here. The super fan. What's up, the Fawn's office? Jeff, the super fan. Oh, shit. I'm pumped for tomorrow, though. Me too, man. Chael jumped in the cage and punched him Strickland style. I think Canelo was just too damn big. That could be the case, but let's see where that poll is at, by the way. And then let's see where the poll is. And then let's look at that boxing card for tomorrow, because Canelo and Crawford are not the only ones fighting. And the good thing about Dana White co-promoting the boxing event is UFC and Noche and the boxing event are not going to overlap. Let's see here. All right. Oh, it's tightening up. 56% Crawford, 44% Canelo Alvarez. All right, if you haven't voted yet, vote here. Hope he pulls it off, though. Yeah, I hope Crawford can pull it off. You know, you mentioned when we were talking, though, Wyatt, that Canelo gets a lot of favorable decisions, and that's a polite way to say it. Like, some of his fights almost seem predetermined. Those fights against, why can I not think of his name now? It's was it Juan Manuel Marquez he fought a few times? God, I've watched so many fights in my life. I get them mixed up. So remember, Alvarez versus Crawford is on Netflix tomorrow. So no pay-per-view. Oh, Fernando. And yeah, I still have not gotten the my Apple set up because I'm lazy. I got a Mac sitting here that's even on, and I haven't finished setting it up. Maybe I'll mess with that tonight and try to stream tomorrow. All right, here we go. Here is the card. Clear. Muhammad Al-Alakil versus Travis Kent Crawford. I'm guessing no relation to Terrence Crawford. But I don't know. Christian Mabili, Lester Martinez. That's a WBC interim super middleweight bout. I don't know these guys, honestly. But we got 29-0 versus 19-0. Knockout artist. We got Callum Walsh, who's an absolutely incredible fighter. Taking on Fernando Vargas Jr. For those of you that are old like me, you remember his father fighting Oscar De La Hoya and many other fighters back in the day. Vargas Jr., 17-0, 15 knockouts. Irish star Callum Walsh, 14-0, 11 knockouts. That could easily still the thunder for the night and be fight of the night. Of course, Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford is going to still the attention. Alvarez a blistering 63-2 with 39 knockouts. Crawford 41-0 with 31 knockouts, but coming up a couple more weight classes to fight Canelo in his terms at super middleweight. Which I think is the big reason that Canelo is the favorite in this fight. All right, let's check out this prelims card, though. See if we recognize anybody on the prelims card. Start out with a 2-0. Going against a 12-4 with 6 knockouts. Not a bad start. Got 15-0, Ivan Duchko. I mean, they're going to put their best out. Boxing's going to put their best out for this one because, I mean, it's Netflix, and they do not want to be embarrassed after the Paul Tyson debacle, which truly was a debacle in so many ways. Because not only did the fight not turn out the way people would have liked, Tyson looked every bit of his 58 years old. A lot of people lost the stream. It was pretty solid over here on the West Coast. We had a few glitches really early in the card, but I think it was the East Coast that a lot of people missed big portions of that fight. I believe Netflix has done some football games since then, at least one, so if they can handle football games, they should be able to handle this boxing match tomorrow. Cross our fingers. I expect tomorrow's boxing match could possibly be the most watched boxing event of all time, just because of how many subscribers Netflix has and how big of stars Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford now are. Couple that with Canelo Alvarez fighting on Mexican Independence Weekend, a pretty decent undercard. I mean, it's just going to be a great day of fights. 4 fights between Juan Manuel Marquez and Manny Pacquiao were amazing. Hell yeah, they were. Triple G, thank you, Wyatt. I knew that I was wrong, but I don't know why I could not think of it. Crawford's got to get the win, says Phil. UFC built the debut on Fox around one fight. Might be the same here. Well, the thing was is they had no prelims. They had no other main card. They literally just had that one fight. And yeah, it ended up being a huge mistake. WWE has been live on Netflix since January. They have it down now for live events. I forgot about that. I don't watch a lot of wrestling, and I really didn't watch it for like 10, 15 years, Billy. But I've tuned in for a few moments in the past. I don't watch the live one because I can't handle watching like hours of them just talking. But I've turned in for a few matches, and like, man, these guys are athletic compared to what they were back in the day. Because I was a kid with these big matches in the WWE when you had Hulk Hogan, Mr. Perfect, Andre the Giant, Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man Randy Savage, Arn Anderson, Ric Flair, Sting, you name it. I mean, huge superstars at the time. And you go back and try to watch those matches now, and they look so fake. I mean, I know it's fake, but it was like they didn't even try. And now today, so athletic. I mean, they're doing all these athletic jumps and spins and acrobatic double somersaults. They may not hurt the guy or hit the guy like they say they do, but you can't fake a double somersault from the top rope. That's athleticism. Canelo's also 35 compared to Crawford, who is 38. Yeah, that could also make a big difference. And Canelo in shape is what, 180? Crawford is in shape is maybe 160. I think Crawford is better, but those numbers are too much to overcome, in my opinion. Definitely could be. Netflix streams the WWE pay-per-views now for everywhere but USA. too soon, too, so they should be able to handle it. I think it'll be fine. Brock Lesnar versus John Cena, September 20th, debut on ESPN for WWE. Oh, that's right. ESPN got WWE. That is a sad day in the wide world of sports. And I'm not crapping on WWE. I'll most likely stream that event. I'm planning on it. Because I do really enjoy watching Brock Lesnar wrestle. That guy is just such a human freak. But yeah, John Cena, me and Wyatt were talking about this last night in a phone call. He is definitely soulless. That guy, I'm talk about standing for nothing. You fall for anything. That's John Cena. Brock Lesnar is on every roid known to man. Dude is huge, giant. Well, yeah, and Brock Lesnar, I mean, just a problematic dude as well. But two super athletic guys for sure. I want John Cena versus Brock Lesnar in MMA with Vince McMahon set up a storm as referee. Oh my God. That's horrible. Imagine, especially if it's a small arena, imagine how much that would stink. We're in a 3-hour breakdown of the outside foot battle of Canelo versus Crawford to be sure of a prediction. What's up, Tyler Fisk? Thanks for joining us, brother. Yeah, we're just chilling, drinking beer now, and, whatever you guys want to talk about. Up-and-coming fighters. Like I said before, I love Gene Silva. I'm happy to see him in a main event. Is he ready for a main event for UFC Noche? I was a little surprised, but I really think he's that good. I really do. Jake Paul versus Tank Davis. Can't wait. Jake is fighting Mini-Me. Oh my God. Yeah, dude. I know Tank Davis is a knockout artist. So what's he thinking? The dude literally fights at 130 pounds. Jake Paul's almost twice as big as he is. I mean, talking about fighting a child. That's like, yeah, he's fun size. Tank Davis he's fun size. Like it's fun to throw him around the mosh pit or throw him in the swimming pool. Ha ha, look. He thinks he's a full-grown adult, but he's the size of a child. And now he's going to fight Jake Paul, who is a legitimate cruiserweight now. I mean, he's put on some weight. I think Gene Silva is a future champ. He definitely could be. Man, that guy he looks better every time out. And yeah, if he gets past Diego Lopez, especially if he is impressive, I mean, he's going to be right there in the title picture. Let's talk about last week's main event. Imavov dominating Brawlho. Well, it sure makes Izzy look a lot better, huh? I didn't call that one. I thought Cabral was going to win that fight, too. I'll be honest. Hot take. I effing hate these boxing exhibitions. Dude, that's not a hot take. I think we all hate them. Fight for real or F off. So on pay-per-view for sparring is straight gay. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay, but yes, I agree. Benoit St. Denis picked up a big win last week as well. I know, I wish I would have watched that card. I think he's the worst matchup for Volk in the division for sure. Yeah, but man, you're right. And Volk showing he's been a little chinny. I borrowed that term from Mr. Wyatt Matheson here, but he's shown he's a little chinny. Not just the knockout from Ilya Topuria, but in his last fight, he got caught a couple times and he was stumbling. I was a little worried he was gonna get knocked out or get stopped there for a moment. This is another troll from Jake Paul. Fight a dude this small, right? I knew he was onto something. Betting Imavov. Those eye pucks are overpowered. Dude, yeah, great win, man. And lately, just bet against whoever I pick. Because picks have been horrendous lately. Admittedly, like I said, I haven't been able to watch a lot of MMA because of work and the replays. The weekends and evenings, I want to spend some time with the wife. It's different when it's live and I get to stream it and BS with you guys. I had an extra 0 on there somehow. All right, guys. Yeah, this is how small this channel is. Christopher, that's my real phone number. 425-791-8730. If you want to call into the show, give a shout out to any of your friends in the crowd. Give a shout out to your kid for their birthday, whatever it is. Or if you want to talk about any of the fights going on tomorrow, next week, boxing, MMA, the crowd is yours. You call in 425-791-8730. We can talk about my lovely Mariners if you would like. Imavov didn't seal the title shot winner of the RDR fight. Could take the shot. Yeah, Reinier de Ritter's a real player in that division now. I've been rolling lately betting. Next bet is Tatiana Suarez. Let the money train keep rolling. Yeah, good luck, man. Fun fact, The Rock probably going to win the Oscar. That movie is getting all the buzz. Is it in theaters yet? I would like to see it. But there's another one. Have you guys seen the preview for the new boxing movie that looks incredible too? The Christy Martin story. Sydney Sweeney is going to play Christy Martin. And, I mean, I watched some of the previews, and they really go through the highs and lows of her life. I mean, definitely not just as a boxer, but her relationship with an abusive promoter / husband, the difficulties with her parents, her identity as a fighter, and not struggling to have an identity outside of the ring. Looks like a great movie. Gable Steveson is the next Bo Nickel. I think he's got more potential than Bo Nickel, to be honest. And Bo Nickel, I mean, he's already been stopped now. Of course, Reinier de Ritter, a guy with a lot more experience, especially at a high level. Rumor of a possible Evan Tanner film being discussed. Dude was one of a kind. Oh, that'd be awesome. Might cross the damn border and let's watch the final Rock movie together. The pebble just doesn't hit the same. Let me talk to the wife. We might have to make that happen. As Scorsese, I wish Scorsese was doing it. Gable's a lot younger than Bo. Also, just way freakier of an athlete. Oh, no, absolutely. I mean, Bo Nickel is a fabulous wrestler. This was the debut of Gable, mind you. His boxing looked crisp. I know he's going against a guy that's 1-0, but I mean, he's 0-0. His boxing looked crisp. His ground and pound, I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired of seeing guys that have shit ground and pound. Like the other guy from the bottom just holds them until there's a stand-up, or they're hitting the canvas. Everything's getting blocked. They can't land power shots from above. Like, forget about not being able to land ground and pound in the guard. I'm talking about guys that can't land ground and pound from the mount. Wyatt, since you're not in the fantasy this year, I'll keep your memory alive, and I name my team after you, the Canadian Tickler. Yeah, that's what you get for not playing fantasy with us, Wyatt. Everyone thought Bot Nickel was going to be good because he was beating up cans. Gable is going to do the same thing. Just don't think that American wrestling is as good in the UFC in the modern era. I agree with you to a point, but Gable's boxing already looks great. He's training with, in Jackson Wink. He's training with John Jones. John Jones says he's so impressed with his boxing. Whatever you think about John Jones, you get John Jones as a training partner, Like, you can't do much better than that. Imagine Gable full of juice, 330-pound meat wagon doing backflips. Oh, dude, right? Yeah, the guy is already so athletic. I want to see like another Brock Lesnar. I want to see him just come in and frickin' manhandle guys. Bo Nichols boxing would look slick against a can like that, though. Yeah, probably. He definitely needs to see some bigger tests. So, what do you guys think? I have another question. Does Gable go to the Contender Series after this? Or does he sign a straight contract with the UFC? I have a feeling Dana White is either going to put him in the Contender Series this year, or he may even want to see him have a few more fights before the Contender Series, maybe towards the end of the season, because he's not going to be available come next year's Contender Series, I have a feeling. We'll see, though. Yeah, Billy Zion should go to the UFC. It's cool, Wyatt. Somehow we ended up with Mike and Rob having two teams each. And you have two teams, though, don't you? Gable has 2 more LFA fights, maybe 3. Okay, that makes sense. What's up, Frankie Torizo? It's good to see you, my friend. I missed effing Nate versus Jorge. I heard about it months before it happened, but forgot. Dude, I hate when that happens. Yeah, I hate forgetting events. How you been, Frankie? Not sure how that works. Y'all 3 cheating ass mofos. I only have 1. Oh, you only have 1? Okay, well, I'm not going to touch the other team. Don't worry. Unless I get confused, which in the ESPN Fantasy app, I got to tell you, I got to figure out how to delete teams because I can't remember which teams are playing this year because we've made new leagues for different years. Now I got 5 different leagues on there. He needs to fight someone with a better record, with at least 10 wins, and if he's impressive, maybe he can get 1 more fight to make it to Dynamite Contender Series. I don't know about 10-0 in his next fight. Maybe 5-6-0 in his next fight. And then, yeah, 2-3 fights down the road, get him in there against somebody that's like 10-0, see how he looks. Because there's guys that have been on Contender Series, I want to say 5-0. 5-6-0. So I read Nate Diaz turned down the Roadhouse role that Connor did because he wouldn't work with Brokeback Mountain, a.k.a. Jake Gyllenhaal. I seen that. Yeah, that's completely true. He tweeted that out. So, I mean, whatever, Nate. What do we have outside of the UFC happening the rest of the year? Well, we got Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford tomorrow. That's going to be a great one. I see that too, Billy. Like non-boxers, boxing, or celebrity MMA. Right? No, not 10 wins. Just someone that's like 10-2 to 10-5, something in that range of a record, not 10-0. Oh, totally agree. Yeah. Yeah, no, that'd be great. And, I mean, as you know, Tyler, I'm sure, because you sound pretty knowledgeable, you know, not all 10-5 fighters, 10-2 fighters are created the same. Depends on who they fought and what organization and what country, etc. Bill says, Bare Knuckle has a huge card same night as the UFC pay-per-view in October. So amped for that night. Perry versus Stevens and Frankie versus... and Frankie and Pajeda versus Ankalaev. I really like that Mike Perry versus Jeremy Stevens fight. I'm afraid Jeremy might be too small, but I mean, Mike Perry, he's good at this bare knuckle boxing thing, but let's be real for a minute, he's still way too hittable. Frank says, I hate that Gable didn't grapple Craig. He would have lost unless Craig got hurt or something. Well, yeah, probably with the jiu. I don't know. I don't know if he would have gotten submitted though. He would have submitted Craig for sure, but I'm not sure that Craig would have submitted him either. It could have went to a decision, and that would give Gable a shot at winning. Yeah, I don't know. Props to Chael for stepping in there. I know he's going to get a lot of shit because he got finished by that buggy choke pretty early in the fight. But, I mean, the guy hadn't fought forever, competed in anything. And, he gave it his all. He gave it a good promo. He went out there, full steam ahead. Just wasn't his night. By the way, boys, glad we're all stating our thoughts and opinions. Sadly, a father and a strong man died expressing that. Hey, freedom of speech, one of the most important rights that we have. I just find that in smaller organizations like LFA, the record is a bigger tell than it is in the UFC. Just someone who's like a solid veteran or at least someone impressive prospect. No, yeah, I agree. And we had, we had an 18-8 fighter in the co-main event against that kid that I think was 9-0, and I felt like it was a great step up for McGee. No, that was the main event. I'm sorry, not co-main, main event. Gable was the co-main. FNA, says Phil. All right. Anybody wants to call in? 425-791-8730 is the number. Let's see where the poll is for Alvarez and Crawford. And then I haven't even figured out for myself. Let's figure out what time we want to start our stream tomorrow. Auto dubbing is now enabled on your channel. The audio on new videos will be automatically translated into other languages to make your content more accessible. You can always adjust your settings. Oh, that's cool. I didn't see that before, but apparently people can watch this in other languages. I'm assuming that's just captions, but hey, anybody else we can reach, I'll be happy. All right. Oh, Canelo now taking the lead for the first time. 55% Canelo, 45% Crawford for the poll here. Craig has been the second or third best grappler for like 5 years. I think Gable would have got tapped. I mean, definitely a good possibility. I honestly don't know how good his jiu-jitsu is. I just think if we could have had Gable fight in the old Pride FC days, him versus Bob Sapp. Oh my goodness, Bob Sapp, that guy was something. Is something. Fun fact about Bob Sapp, he will lose to you at your birthday party for $50,000. And I'm serious. He will show up at your birthday party. They will set up the fight. They'll bring the ring and everything, or whatever event you have, graduation or whatever. And you can get in there, and people, if you can sell it, people will think that you beat up Bob Sapp. Fawn's office, have a great night. Have a great night, everyone. The Super Life is here now. We're off to binge watch some Dexter Resurrection. Dude, Dexter Resurrection, if you're a fan of the original, anybody, I mean, it is at least as good or if not better than the original. I just finished it a couple nights ago. Obviously, I won't spoil anything later, fans. But, yeah, it's incredible. And if you're a UFC fan, you're already going to be getting Paramount for all the UFC cards since there's no pay-per-view now on there. You just get Paramount Plus. Get it a little early and check out Dexter. It's a lot of fun. Fun fact, Dutch guy spent his family fortune for Bob Sapp to lose to him at his local grocery store. I wonder how many people even know who Dutch guy is at this point. Watch Dune Prophecy on HBO. Great show. I might have to check it out. I watched that new Dune movie and I was like, I could not follow it at all. And my kid had read the book and also was like, this is not good. So HBO always does good stuff, though. We got to call in. Mr. Frankie Trezo, what's up, my friend?
No, a whole lot. Did you say UFC there's already UFC stuff on Paramount?
No, starting beginning of the year. I was saying you might as well get it now because there's a lot of good stuff to watch in the meantime.
Oh, okay. Because I don't know how retarded UFC has been. It took them so long to go to streaming because for like 8 years now, almost nobody is paying for those pay-per-views except like bars and chumps.
Well, it was the ESPN deal. ESPN was paying them for 500,000 buys, and then they realized, hey, we can't get 500,000 buys before, so it was ESPN that was getting screwed.
Oh, I don't know who's in charge. Whoever was in charge for the last like 8 years should get fired because it is so easy to not pay for UFC.
Oh yeah, no, I absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I have a box that I can just like see every pay-per-view feed in the world, basically.
Where do you get one of those, and how much is it?
I'll have to talk to you sometimes. I sell them.
Yeah, just text it to me one day or something.
Okay. Yeah. I'm selling them now under $300. I will say that, and you get every cable channel in the world, basically pay-per-views, all kinds of crap.
Because I will have my old phone on Wi-Fi, and then I'll have my regular phone either on your channel while the fight's going on, but if it's like something big, I'll put both my phones up because, when you're streaming, a lot of times the stream cuts out. So if you have two phones going, I've never had both of them cut out of the stream at the same time. So, that's what I do for the big ones.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, good idea.
But, I need to figure out how to stay in touch with all that extra stuff outside of UFC. Like, I didn't know Dildo Dennis fought a guy, or Tony, why am I blank?
Tony Ferguson.
Yeah, he fought Salt Popular. I missed all that. Like, I wonder where I can go to stay on top of that so I don't miss them.
Yeah, like I said, talk to me in this box. You're not. I don't think you're gonna miss any of it. Pretty sure you're gonna get all of it on there.
Oh no, I'm saying like, how do I know in advance when stuff like that's coming up?
Oh yeah.
Jake Paul fights, stuff like that.
So go to Tapology. Go to tapology.com.
Okay.
And then hit their fight center. And then you're going to filter by streaming. Once you hit streaming, it'll show you everything that's streaming or televised.
Maybe one of these days you can text that to me because I'm gonna forget and I don't have pen and paper right now. Yeah,
no, we'll do, man.
UFC is so easy for me to follow on Wikipedia. You click on Wikipedia and then see scheduled events. Like, it's so easy for that for UFC.
Yeah.
But did you see Dildo Dennis might fight Eddie Hall?
Are they actually going to do that?
They both said they want to.
That's ridiculous.
Now, I wouldn't bet one straw penny on that fight because there's just no telling what'll happen. Dylan is probably like in the top 100 best jiu-jitsu guys in the whole world, And he's trained for MMA. He's done plenty of MMA training.
Yeah, I honestly can't stand the guy though. I would pay just to watch Eddie Hall smash him, but he might not.
Yeah. Dylan's character, Dylan will make you hate him as character, but like if you see him do an interview with Ariel Helwani or something, he's like not, he's nothing like that.
Yeah.
But Yeah, anyway, so I guess I'll let somebody else call because I could ramble on for another 15 minutes, but I won't do that to you.
All right. Hey, well, thanks, Frankie. Glad to have you on here. And thanks for calling in, man. I'll see you in the stream tomorrow.
All right, have a good one.
You too, brother. Later. All right, guys. Frankie Chorizo, everyone. Fonzoff says we're really enjoying it. Just over halfway through the season. Yeah, it's incredible. On Paramount, Tulsa King is a great show. Yeah, I watched the first couple episodes. They were really good. I got to get back to it. There's just so many good things to watch now. Bob Sapp is going to be Jake Paul's next opponent, and Sapp's only getting $50K. Oh, I love it. Mobland was good. Yeah, it's on Paramount too. Stream East stole all their monies. Yeah, a lot of people are on Stream East. UFC was the best on Spike TV. That will always be my thoughts. And Paramount Network is now what used to be Spike TV, so there is hope. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. Yeah, Spike TV they just switched to Paramount, and then of course Skydance recently merged with Paramount. So if you bought that Paramount stock, like I think I told you guys too on the stream, I haven't been streaming enough. You're up about 25% in the last month. So I loaded up on that. I cashed the register today because they were at, and all that stock was at an all-time high. I'm going to try to find a re-entry spot on Monday, though. Hope we get a little dip because I think that stock can go further. But I had to take a little profit. I have the same box, I think. I can get every pay-per-view, every TV show, any TV channel. Yeah, it probably is the same. Any movie. Join the Facebook group, Fights of Friends. We're actually adding upcoming fights to the calendar, so you will have reminders. Yes, and then the Facebook chat, the messenger chat. Facebook's getting rid of group chats. I have no idea why. It just sounds like a horrible idea, but it's Facebook. So what we're going to do here is I said, first thing I thought is how to make lemons out of lemonade, or turn lemons into lemonade. So I'm going to have another channel. I don't know what we're going to call it yet. It might just be Fights of Friends Chat, whatever it is. But it's just going to be streaming. If not 24 hours a day, it'll be streaming a lot. And it'll just be there. One, for you guys to communicate with each other throughout the week and chat. And then I will get on there at times and just, we'll just get on there and BS. It might be me and Billy one night. It might be me and Wyatt or Phil or Jason. And, we'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Unless it's more of my stupid videos before the chat is gone. Make the new channel a catchy name to attract searches. Yeah, I'll have to come up with a name. All right, guys, it's been fun. I think I'm going to go down and eat some of the carne asada I made for the wife 3 hours ago. But watch a little, might have time to watch a little something with her before she goes to bed. We'll see. All right, guys, as always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses tomorrow.